Like, I was all for fucking Trump, dude. I was all for Trump. And then hearing this whole fucking thing of, like... So, yes, I have my kid's dad on child support, okay? I get $200 a month for both of them, okay? What is $200 going to do in California? Nothing. But it is what it is. I don't care. It's something. It's, like, something for me to take the boys out and do something fun since I can't do it on my own. Now, with Trump passing the law that if your kid's if you put your baby dad on child support, they're going to be getting the money from the child, like for child tax. How the fuck does that work? How does that work, dude? I'm literally the one that takes care of them 24/7, have for the past 10 years. How can he file and get all the fucking money when I'm the one taking care of them? He's been MIA for like 7 months. What?
I love this for you. I do. I love this for you so much. Because we fucking told you so. What makes you think a man with 5 kids by 3 different women cares about women? When black women were telling you, don't vote for this man because it's going to hurt y'all, you didn't listen. You took your ass down to the voting booth and said, I'm gonna vote for this man. And now that's by you in the ass, you on this app crying. But we told you so. I have a theory that will help women in your situation. But good luck with that.
So you were all in for Trump, okay? The man who tried to overturn democracy, the man who is a convicted felon, the man who was found liable for rape, the man who has made it clear that he sees women as nothing more than objects, the man who has caused so much division and hate in this country and encourages hate crimes against black people, brown people, LGBTQ people, Asian people, just anybody who isn't a straight white Christian male. But you was all in with him for that. The man who sent a mob to the Capitol to hang his own vice president. The man who then decided to pardon those people, who decided to pardon people who belong to supremacist groups. You were still all in. None of that was a deal breaker for you. But now you're on here crying, like literally crying. Y'all gotta go watch that video. Crying about him saying if you get child support, the parent who pays child support gets to file the taxes on the kids. You're crying over earned income credit and child tax credit. You didn't give a crap about anybody else's life and what other people were being put through under the Trump administration. You didn't give a crap. But now you care over a tax credit. This is why I can't never come together with y'all. This is why I can't never put aside differences and work with you guys. Because this isn't politics. This is about humanity. And people like you have no humanity whatsoever. All you care about is yourself. If it doesn't affect you, you don't give a crap. And with that being said, I hope you owe taxes every single year.
And this is what we call reaching personal rock bottoms via what you wrongly believed or were taught. We're going to see a whole lot more people from both of the political party supporters, red and blue, going through the same journey. And just like someone who is in recovery for drug or alcohol addiction, you owe a lot of people apologies too. Then once you do all your apology tour, it's time to get on the actual progressive and make this FASCIST machine stop train. Well, assuming that we even can at this point anymore. Because of all the people who have been BRAIN washed into a cognitive dissonance. And still are. Welcome to reality. It sucks here.
I feel really bad. Is something I would say if we didn't fucking warn you for the last 9 years? Really? You said you were down with Trump. You were all for Trump, right? You're all for him. The racism didn't matter. You're all for Trump. with the racism, right? With the misogyny, with taking away women's rights, you were all for Trump. With the way he mishandled the pandemic, you were all for Trump. With ripping kids away from their parents and putting them in cages, you were all for Trump. With hate crimes on the rise, you were all for Trump. With all the lies, with running up the debt $8 trillion, with raising the taxes, you were all for Trump. But now, you have a problem. Not even a week into office, now you're in the find out stage. Now you care because it affects you finally. So all the shit he's hurt, all the people he's hurt before, that wasn't a deal breaker for you. All the fucking crimes. I mean, if only you had like a phone or something you can get information from, you can actually learn from. I don't know, maybe a cell phone or something. If only you had access to information like we all did, right? If only you paid fucking attention for the 4 years he was in office when he fucked up absolutely everything. How do you see all that shit and not learn and vote for him again? Be all in for Trump again. How do you fucking do that? What are you doing now? Are you playing the victim? Are you looking for sympathy? Is that what you're looking for, sympathy? Seriously? Let me tell you something. You got screwed with your taxes and you'd be paying more at the end of the year. You got off easy. You got off easy and you're practically in tears. You got off easy. Think of all the millions of people who are going to get screwed way harder than you did because of Trump. Okay, you're in the find out stage and the whole country is going to be very soon. You just don't get it now. And now you want sympathy? Are you looking for sympathy? You were cool with other people being fucked over, right? Because it didn't affect me. Why should I care? But now it's coming around to you, right? Well, just wait because you're going to find out even more. If you're looking for sympathy or you want people to feel bad, you have to earn that shit. You have to earn it. We've been fucking trying to warn you for 9 years. And now you have to put in work to be accepted. You need to do your time. You need to pay your debt to society. Your vote, even though it's just one vote, fucked everybody because there's so many people who thought just like you. You're guilty, all right? Now you have to pay your debt to society. You need to do your work, the same job that I did and everyone else did trying to warn people. You need to be vocal and you need to speak out if you want some sympathy, if you want to be accepted by people. You have to put in the work. You have to put in your time and say, hey, Trump fucked me over here. You have to let the world know that he fucked people, unless you're still going to back him up. Unless you still plan, something tells me you still ain't gonna do shit. You'd vote for him again. Something tells me. Prove me wrong and do the right thing.
I know, honey. I know. Get up on Mama's lap and tell you a story. I know you fucked with Orange Man. But on that November day, you gave consent for him to turn you every way but loose, girl. You are now officially married to that man. And you will now start reaping the benefits of being married to that daddy of yours. Who's your daddy? Who's your baby? Now listen, I'm trying to come to you like a mama. Okay, listen. You gave him consent on that November day. And you will pay the price with your body, your mind, your heart, and your soul. And with your children as well. Now, as I'm getting ready to go to bed, one last word of advice from Mama. Make sure you smile when you bend over. They like that.
Watch the video. This isn't an I told you so. I'm going to be a little different with you. As a father of all daughters who has paid child support and who has been the recipient, the payer and the payee, if he's only paying $200 a month for 2 kids, there's an issue there. Even in California. In Michigan, we call it the friend of the court, and I'm sure there's resources there to help you do a child support review. Now, with that said, we'll get to the Trump thing in a minute. What you believe about Trump and that law you're saying, it's not true. In order for him to claim your children on his federal tax return, he would have to have provided full-time more than 6 months of care. And child support is not considered 6 months of care, essentially saying that the children live with him for more than 6 months out of the year. Now, this is what we mean when we say easily manipulated. Just because you saw a headline, possibly, or seen a video about it, doesn't mean it's true. That's why some of us over here have worked hard to build platforms based on trust and integrity, like myself. But then we end up, losing those platforms because you know, Trumpers, they don't want the truth out there. All Donald Trump is to the, you know, Joe Rogan podcast, the new shiny toy boys, yeah, that's all he is, without understanding, you know, the consequences. Some of them do and they just don't care, but I believe many of them don't. When you understand and you fully comprehend that everything that is done in Washington, D.C. affects every single person in one way, shape, or form, good or bad in this country, then you have a realization that, well, I better do some real homework. I don't know you. You're a mom. I hope you're a good mom. I hope you take care of your kids well. I think your ex or whatever should be paying for 2 kids, right? Was that it? Quite a bit more than $200 a month, and I think you should look for the resources to get the help to have a review to make him pay more. As far as Donald Trump, what you did is you voted against your own interest as a woman, number one. And I don't know, I haven't watched any of your other videos, you know, whether you believe the fact that he was found liable of sexual assault. Yeah, and the judge described that as, yes, that is rape. Sexual assault is rape, so therefore there's a rapist in the White House. And yes, he was convicted of 34 different felonies, so he's also a convicted felon in the White House who doesn't care about anything but himself. He doesn't care about what happens to you or your kids. And if you're on Medicaid, there's a very good chance you may lose it, because part of the next budget coming out from the Trump administration are massive cuts to Medicaid. So I'd like you to, okay, how come when Democrats put out budgets, they manage to lower the deficits? Deficits being, how do I explain it? I hope you understand what a deficit is. If you don't know what a deficit is, look it up. They managed to lower the deficits without cutting necessary programs like Medicaid and SNAP benefits. The last time Donald Trump was president, what he did was lower the threshold for the federal qualifications for SNAP benefits and then claimed he got millions off food stamps. Well, that's not true, because millions would have otherwise qualified for food stamps had he not lowered the threshold and changed the rules. I encourage you to start watching people with more of a level head. You know, maybe a little bit older, to just hear what they have to say. And sure, be questionable, because I can tell you that almost every single Fox News article or OAN or Newsmax article, whatever right-wing propaganda you want to throw at me, I will rip it apart piece by piece. So here's the facts. Bill Clinton handed a balanced budget to George Bush, who then spent trillions and trillions of dollars on a war because there was weapons of mass destruction. But before that, he said we were going to get the people who attacked us on 9/11, but for some reason we went into Iraq because of weapons of mass destruction that we now know was a fucking lie, that we stayed there for 20 years. Barack Obama comes in, takes that national deficit, cuts it in half, helps the programs for the people of this country that actually need it. Donald Trump is elected, new shiny toy. He doubles that national deficit from where he inherited it from Barack Obama pre-COVID, before COVID even hit, before COVID was even a thought. He had already doubled it. Republicans fuck the economy up, and Democrats have to fix it. Period. I hope you learned something. Have a good day.
Then hearing this whole
So because of a new Trump order, since you receive child support from your baby daddy, you can no longer file your children as dependents on your taxes. And actually, that baby daddy who's been MIA for the past 7 months, he gets that money. As a trans woman who has been begging everybody for the past year to not vote for Trump, these are my words of comfort to you.
This right here is the best part of the EFF around and find out season for the Magas. The way Gamma got them tears rolling. Phew. I just love it. They did all this out of pure self-interest, thinking they were being so rational, and now they crying, cause that man Trump got them caught up. I'm telling you, mega tears just hit different. Sending real thoughts and prayers, y'all. Y'all thought y'all were sticking it to the Democrats, but guess what? Now that child support coming for you. Yup, it's on you now to take care of your own kids. When the Democrats were telling you this would happen, y'all didn't want to listen. You thought they was just hating on Trump. But look at you now, it's the mothers crying while the Democrats out here celebrating. Y'all didn't understand the warning, didn't want to understand. And honestly, I love it for you. These next 4 years about to be rough for y'all. I've already seen so many videos of MAGAs crying for all types of reasons. I'll be uploading them soon so y'all can see. Back then, when we were sharing videos during the election season, y'all kept saying, just wait till Trump gets into office, then you can judge him. Well, now he in office, and look what y'all got. People seeing exactly what they voted for, and they out here regretting it. I love this for the MAGAs. We just sitting back, sending thoughts, prayers, and popping popcorn, waiting for the rest of this show to unfold. Y'all ain't listen. So tell me, what y'all think about this woman, though? She came online, crying about it, and now she mad people trolling her. Like, girl, you said what you said, and now you feeling it. Look, the internet ain't the place to come post something if you ain't ready for folks to respond. People gonna judge you quick, so if you know you got a sensitive attitude, don't even bother. But anyway, let me know what y'all think about her in the comments, cause I'm enjoying this. It's the EFF Around and Find Out season, y'all. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I really appreciate it. Until next time, peace out.